Hello Underdogs, my name is Coach Huld. My pronouns are V and they, and I have one small favour to ask of you, and that is to stop doing crunches. But why would I stop doing crunches, Coach Huld? They train my abs so good. They give me washboards and all of those things. What is your core for though? Your core is there to keep you upright and to give you rotational force when you're moving, like you're walking or you're running. And it's designed to keep your spine healthy when you're lifting heavy loads. But what are crunches for, you might say? Well, crunches are very good for... I cannot think of a single reason to do crunches and bends and all that kind of stuff that isn't based around fat phobia and a complete misunderstanding of how the body works. I'm not going to go super in depth about the various things and why crunches don't work, why you shouldn't do them in terms of aesthetic goals, etc. Because I don't give a shit about aesthetic goals. That's not what I'm here for, okay? I am here to teach you about what you should be doing. What kind of core exercises will help you maintain a nice neutral spine position, help your posture, keep you healthy, all of those things. The kind of movements that we want to be doing are movements that keep you stable. So movements like planks or dead bugs, things like that where the whole point of the movement is to stabilize through the trunk, which is essentially the spine and all the muscles that happen around that. Now, movements for the core can also have rotational strength elements to them, like the Russian twist. Now, why would we want to move in rotations but not in crunches? Well, rotation is important when we're walking and running, for example, or when we're lifting something off the ground that might be sitting next to us and we have to move it around, right? It just so happens that before I started using this channel to upload weekly videos with follow-along workouts and things like that, I used it simply as a repository for exercises that I could link my clients to. Now, I already have over 70 videos on here, and I'm going to add more of them as we go. And I'm going to, in this video, just show you a couple of the exercises that you could be doing for your core strength to keep you healthy. I've also made a little playlist of core exercises, along with playlists of upper body, lower body, things like that. So go check out my playlists and have a little browse of those. There's audio descriptions of all the videos, there's text descriptions in the description field for the video, so it should all be fairly easy to navigate. Now, the first movement obviously is going to be the plank. The plank is very simple. It's a basic exercise. Don't hold a plank for more than a minute, but do it. And if you can hold it for a minute or longer, start doing some of the alternatives. Like, for example, the plank reach, or the plank tap, or tappity plank as I like to call it. And you can do side planks as well if you want to give more of a focus to the core muscles around your side to create that stability and side-to-side movement. Now, the next basic exercise is the dead bug. Now, we have the alternating dead bug, as you can see here. And then we have the full dead bug where you move both hands and both legs at the same time. The alternating dead bug is a little bit easier to do, and it's easy to keep your core stable in it. The most important thing with a dead bug is that you don't let your lower back arch off the floor. Flatten your spine against the floor as hard as you can, and just move within the amount that you can without your lower back coming off the floor. One way that you can kind of check yourself on this is to just put your hands just at the lower back so that you can feel that you're pressing down against your hand. And if you ever feel like that pressure is coming off, then don't go any longer than that in the movement. Now, you can do the leg bug as well, which is essentially the dead bug, but without the arms. And if you're doing that, you can put the arms just below the butt, just south of the butt, if you will, and use that to just tilt your pelvis forward a little bit. By tilting the pelvis forward, you allow yourself to not have to do as much work to keep the spine down, and a lot of people find that easier in the beginning. And then you also have the piston kick or alternating leg bug. which is essentially the same thing, but one leg at a time, is the easiest version of this exercise. Now, if you have difficulty in squats where, for example, your back is like bending through like this as you're coming down into the squat, then what I would recommend is doing snow angels like this or W pulls. Now, what you don't want to be doing in these movements is arching your back like a cobra, essentially. There is actually a position called a cobra where you arch your back up and you push your hands down, and you don't want to be doing that. And that's because, again, it's essentially like a reverse crunch. It's essentially like doing a crunch, but upwards through your spine. It's not great. You risk impacting your discs in your spine. So what you want to do is just keep your chest just above the floor. Even if it's on the floor, that's fine. The main thing here is push your hands up away from the floor and keep your chest down and like keep your spine in a nice neutral position. There will be information on that in the videos as well. Now, as a bonus, sit-ups aren't necessarily bad. I know. Sit-ups, crunches, pretty much the same thing. And I will say, most people do sit-ups wrong. A sit-up should only be done if you can do it while maintaining a completely straight or neutral spine. If you look at this video, what I'm not doing is bending through that back to get up. What I'm doing is maintaining that spine in one position all the way through as much as I can. And all I'm doing is trying to hinge at the hips rather than bend through the back. You'll hear that a lot in my videos, hinging at the hips. And notice what my body looks like in those videos when I'm doing that, because that's a very important distinction. We're hinging, we're not bending. You can also do Russian twists. Remember I said about rotational movements? But a lot of people do the Russian twists where they tap down on the floor and they allow their body to kind of crunch at the same time as they're rotating. Terrible, terrible for your health. Just do a Russian twist in like a half sit-up with your back in a neutral spine position, and then rotate to one side as far as you can go. Don't necessarily tap the floor, just rotate as far as you can go, keeping your eyes on your hands, and then twist to the other side. Again, keeping your eyes on your hands. Don't look forward, look at your hands. And you only rotate as far as you can through just rotating the spine. You don't want to crunch, you're just rotating. And that is everything. There's obviously loads more I could say about all of this. There's more exercises you could be doing as well. And there's lots of variations of planks and dead bug style movements. But these are a really good place to start. So now go, enjoy your day, and remember, crunches are bad. Don't do crunches. If you want to learn more about me, the services I can offer, and if you're interested in online coaching with me, you can go to underdoghealth.co.uk where you can see everything that I do. If you want to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, anything like that, you can find me at Underdog Health in one word. I'm going to let you go and enjoy your day. Bye!